India is home to some of the world's most incredible ancient temples. Built centuries ago without modern machines, these masterpieces continue to puzzle scientists, engineers, and historians alike. From floating stones and musical pillars to mysterious alignments and impossible engineering, these temples hide secrets that still remain unexplained. Today, we'll uncover ancient temple mysteries that continue to challenge everything we think we know about the ancient world. Let's begin. Panchabhuta Sthalams, the 5 temples that share a hidden line. What if 5 ancient temples, built hundreds of kilometers apart, were connected by a secret plan? Across South India stand 5 sacred temples known as the Panchabhuta Sthalams, each representing one of the 5 elements of nature: earth, water, fire, air, and space. At first, they seem like ordinary temples located in different regions, but when their locations are plotted on a map, an incredible pattern appears. Several of these temples lie remarkably close to the same longitudinal line, stretching across hundreds of kilometers. Even more surprising, they were built during different periods and by different dynasties, yet their alignment appears strikingly precise. How did ancient builders achieve such long-distance planning without modern maps, GPS, satellites, or advanced surveying equipment? Was it the result of careful observation, extraordinary mathematical knowledge, and generations of planning? Or did they possess surveying techniques that have since been forgotten? Whether this alignment was intentional or simply an extraordinary coincidence, one thing is certain. The Panchabhuta Sthalams continue to amaze researchers and visitors alike, reminding us that the ancient world may have understood far more about geography and architecture than we once believed. Stambheshwar Mahadev Temple, the temple that disappears every day. Imagine visiting a temple, only to watch it disappear beneath the sea. It may sound impossible, but this incredible sight happens every single day at the Stambheshwar Mahadev Temple in Gujarat. Built on the shores of the Arabian Sea, this ancient temple is completely submerged by the ocean during high tide. For a few hours, nothing can be seen except the endless water. Then, as the tide slowly retreats, the temple reappears, standing exactly where it was before, ready to welcome visitors once again. This remarkable event takes place twice a day, following the natural rhythm of the tides. But here's the mystery. How did ancient builders choose the exact location for a stone temple that could survive centuries of powerful waves, changing tides, and coastal erosion? Without modern coastal engineering or advanced surveying tools, how did they understand the sea well enough to build a structure that continues to endure? Was it the result of careful observation passed down through generations? Or did these ancient architects possess a deeper understanding of nature than we give them credit for? Whatever the answer may be, the Stambheshwar Mahadev Temple remains one of India's most extraordinary sights, a temple that disappears beneath the sea, only to rise again with the tide. Ramappa Temple, the temple built with floating bricks. Imagine dropping a brick into water, and instead of sinking, it floats. It sounds impossible, yet that's exactly what makes the Ramappa Temple in Telangana one of India's greatest engineering mysteries. Built more than 800 years ago during the Kakatiya dynasty, this magnificent temple has survived powerful earthquakes, heavy monsoon rains, and the test of time. But the real mystery lies above your head. The temple's roof was built using thousands of specially made lightweight bricks. Unlike ordinary bricks, these are so light that many of them can actually float on water. Experts believe they were carefully designed to reduce the weight pressing down on the massive stone pillars, helping the temple remain stable for centuries. But that's only part of the mystery. Step inside, and you'll find black basalt pillars covered with incredibly smooth carvings and tiny, perfectly shaped patterns. Some of these surfaces are so polished and symmetrical that they resemble work produced by modern precision machines. Yet these pillars were carved more than 8 centuries ago using the tools available at that time. How did ancient craftsmen create such lightweight floating bricks? And how did they shape hard basalt stone with such remarkable precision? Was it simply the work of master builders far ahead of their time? Or did they possess construction techniques that have been lost forever? Vittala Temple, the temple that sings. What if a stone pillar could play music? It sounds like something from a legend, But inside the Vitala temple in Hampi, Karnataka, stands one of the world's most extraordinary architectural mysteries. Built during the glorious Vijayanagara Empire over 500 years ago, the temple is famous for its 56 musical pillars. When gently tapped, each pillar produces clear musical notes, almost like the strings of a musical instrument. Even more astonishing, these sounds come from solid blocks of granite, one of the hardest stones on Earth. How did ancient builders make lifeless stone produce music? The mystery became even greater when British engineers cut open two of the pillars, hoping to discover a hidden mechanism inside. But they found nothing. The pillars were completely solid, with no hollow chambers, no metal rods, and no secret compartments. Even today, scientists believe the sound may be linked to the stone's shape, size, and the way vibrations travel through it. Yet no one fully understands how ancient craftsmen designed each pillar to produce such precise tones using only simple tools. And the wonders don't end there. Just outside the temple stands the famous stone chariot, carved with such incredible detail that it has become one of India's most recognizable monuments. Together, these masterpieces raise an unforgettable question. How did builders more than 5 centuries ago master the science of sound and stone so perfectly? And could some of their secrets still be waiting to be rediscovered? Kakanmath Temple, the temple that refuses to fall. Imagine standing before a towering stone temple that looks as if it could collapse at any moment, yet it has remained standing for nearly 1,000 years. Hidden in the quiet town of Sihonia in Madhya Pradesh, the Kakanmath Temple is one of India's most overlooked architectural mysteries. Rising over 100 feet into the sky, the temple was built without cement, mortar, or any binding material. Instead, its massive stone blocks were carefully stacked one on top of another, held together only by their incredible weight and precise placement. At first glance, many of the stones appear loosely balanced, almost as if a strong wind could bring the entire structure down. But despite centuries of heavy rains, powerful storms, and even earthquakes, the temple continues to stand. So how did ancient builders achieve such perfect balance without modern engineering tools? What calculations allowed them to distribute the weight so precisely that the structure has survived for hundreds of years? Some believe it was simply a masterpiece of engineering far ahead of its time. Others wonder if the builders possessed construction techniques that have since been lost to history. Whatever the truth may be, the Kakanmath Temple remains a silent reminder that some of the greatest engineering secrets of the ancient world are still waiting to be understood. Jwalamukhi Temple, the eternal flame that never goes out. Imagine a fire that has burned for centuries, without wood, oil, or any visible fuel. Hidden in the hills of Himachal Pradesh, the Jwalamukhi Temple is home to one of India's most extraordinary mysteries. Instead of a traditional idol, the temple is famous for its natural blue flames that rise directly from cracks in the rock. These flames have been burning continuously for generations, drawing pilgrims and curious visitors from around the world. But here's what makes this place so fascinating. Where does the fire come from? Scientists believe the flames may be fed by natural gases escaping through underground rock formations. Yet the exact source and the reason these flames have continued for such a long time remain subjects of study and debate. For centuries, rulers, travelers, and explorers have visited the temple, hoping to uncover its secret. But despite modern technology, the sight of fire emerging from solid rock continues to inspire wonder. Nidivan, the forest. No one dares stay in after dark. Imagine a place so mysterious that, every evening, even the priests leave before sunset. Welcome to Nidivan, a sacred grove in Vrindavan that has fascinated visitors for centuries. At first glance, it looks like a small forest filled with thousands of twisted tulsi plants. But look closer, and you'll notice something unusual. Their branches are strangely bent and intertwined, unlike the upright shape of ordinary tulsi plants. As night falls, the gates of Nidivan are closed, and no one is allowed to remain inside. According to local tradition, the grove becomes the setting for a divine nightly event. It is believed that anyone who tries to watch what happens after dark will lose their senses, become unable to speak, or never return the same. While these stories are part of local belief rather than verified fact, they have been passed down for generations and continue to attract thousands of curious visitors. Chidambaram Nataraja Temple, the temple built around the universe. What if an ancient temple was designed to reflect not just the human body, but the entire universe? Located in Tamil Nadu, the Chidambaram Nataraja Temple is one of India's most remarkable architectural wonders. Dedicated to Lord Shiva as Nataraja, the cosmic dancer, every part of this temple is filled with symbolism, sacred geometry, and astonishing mathematical precision. One of its most fascinating features is the golden roof above the sanctum. It is covered with 21,600 gold tiles, a number believed to represent the average breaths a person takes in a single day. These tiles are fastened using 72,000 golden nails, symbolizing the 72,000 nadis, or energy channels, described in ancient yogic traditions. But the mysteries don't end there. The temple's layout follows intricate geometric patterns that many believe reflect the balance between the human body, nature, and the cosmos. Its halls, pathways, and sanctums appear to have been carefully planned using principles that combine architecture, astronomy, mathematics, and spirituality into a single design. How did ancient builders achieve such remarkable precision centuries before modern surveying tools? Were these numbers simply symbolic, or do they reveal a deeper understanding of science and the universe? Kamakya Devi Temple, the mystery of the sacred spring. What if an ancient temple celebrated a mystery that has puzzled people for centuries? Perched atop the Nilachal Hills in Assam, the Kamakya Devi Temple is one of India's oldest and most sacred pilgrimage sites. Unlike most temples, it has no traditional idol. Instead, worship centers around a natural rock formation fed by an underground spring. But once every year, during the famous Ambubachi Mela, something remarkable is said to happen. The spring water flowing through the sanctum is traditionally observed to take on a reddish appearance, marking the beginning of one of India's most important religious festivals. For centuries, devotees have regarded this event as deeply sacred. So what causes this unusual change? The exact explanation remains a subject of debate. Some suggest natural geological or mineral processes may be responsible, while others see it as a divine event connected to the temple's ancient traditions. Despite many discussions, no single explanation has been universally accepted. Whatever the answer, the Kamakya Devi Temple remains one of India's most fascinating sacred sites, where nature, tradition, and mystery come together in a way that continues to captivate millions. If you enjoyed this journey into the mysteries of the ancient world, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more incredible stories from history, science, and beyond. Until next time, keep exploring, because the greatest mysteries are often hiding in plain sight.